written in a way computers understand. Pretty straightforward, maybe a little oversimplified, but there it is. Coding or programming is just one part of computer science. It's the particular phrase that we hear a lot when people talk about different computer science programs in newspapers and in the media and in education. Why coding? Like, why do we care? Why is this a thing that we want to teach children? How does it benefit kids and teens to learn it? Well, first of all, it's actually fun, right? It's attractive, it's exciting, because it's like Legos. You're actually building a thing. You put together a set of instructions, you can change it, you can alter it, and then you hit run, and it does a thing. Or it doesn't do a thing, and you have to go back and figure out what that is. But it has an immediate reaction. Computer science is about logic, problem solving, and creativity. It teaches students how to think differently about the problems they're trying to solve. It develops computational thinking skills, which is a problem-solving process. It relates specifically to computer applications, but not solely to it. So it is usable across disciplines. It's very applicable in all kinds of humanities fields. So we're not talking about just educational skills that help people who are going to build things for computers. They're transferable educational skills. Computer science and to build on that, computer science and coding are not just vocational skills, they're foundational skills. We're transitioning out of a period of time in which we think coding and programming are things that software engineers need to know. They're things that people who build computer programs need to know. That's not true. These skills, like reading and writing, are beneficial in many different ways, both at school and in life. It's important, if you're going to facilitate these programs, to really grab hold of that concept, because this is like teaching art, this is like teaching music, this is like teaching programs that promote literacy. You're exploring, you're playing, you're not necessarily trying to produce a computer programmer. You're helping kids get excited about this field. You're helping them explore different kinds of technology and different ways to interact with technology. Learning to code makes kids creators instead of just consumers. If you, for some strange reason that no one would ever actually come up with, decided that you were going to try and count the number of things that are run by computers that you encountered this morning before you got here, you'd never be able to do it. You'd absolutely miss something. There is so much technology in our world today that we interact with without even knowing it. And teaching coding, programming, computer science skills to kids gives them agency in that world. It helps them be able to view the video games that they interact with, or the apps that they're using on an iPad, and think critically about them, like, why does this frustrate me? How would I design it differently? That's great, right? Those are all just general beneficial things about coding for kids, but we work in libraries, so why do we care about it? Why isn't this the school's problem? Why isn't this somebody else's thing to do? We think that coding skills align with practices and initiatives that are essential to what libraries do. Okay? In particular, in the fields of advocacy, community, outreach and partnership, and creativity and storytelling. So to start with advocacy, and when we say advocacy, we don't mean advocacy for libraries necessarily, but individual advocacies. Vanessa Hunt, who founded the program Girl Develop It, which is a group that teaches computer science to adult women. They organize different workshops in large cities. And she said, software is really about humanity. It's about teaching people how to help people with computers. And that is what our example here is showing. This is a Girls Who Code project from the summer intensive that they did in New York. And this is a first aid app that this particular group of girls came up with. So one of them had injured themselves quite badly at one point. I think she was cutting carrots for dinner. And that experience, she decided, like, wouldn't it be great if there was an app where, you know, I click on the phone or my sibling clicks on the phone and it immediately asks, do you want to call a first responder, first of all, and then beyond that takes you through the prompts to do whatever kind of first aid you need. So that's the problem that they decided to solve. You know, it's programming and coding can give you the tools to solve problems locally and worldwide, so it is a really great advocacy skill. Community. Okay, just stop for a second because there are girls who code. Aren't they cute? Middle school girls are awesome. Let no one tell you otherwise, okay? So, coding programs as a means to build community among its participants and to create a support system for underrepresented groups. Which, we have a great example right here with Girls Who Code, which is specifically reaching out to girls to try, middle school girls, to try and get them more involved in technology and to try and foster a sisterhood, which Sarah's going to talk about later, that gets them through, that gets them to continue, that gets them to have mentors out in the community, that gets them to feel like these skills are appreciated and that they can, you know, enjoy them together. That it's not a solo activity of, you know, you're the only girl that's on the robot. You know, it's building community. There are other groups like that. Tech Girls is another one that's mostly in the Mid-Atlantic area. Black Girls Code. There are other groups that specifically work on underrepresented groups. But even just general computer science or coding programs in libraries. Build community. It's not all that different from a book club. You're bringing people together, allowing them to communicate, to learn together, and from each other. Outreach and partnerships. This one is really exciting. You can tie in the schools, local businesses, community organizations. Our Girls Who Code program is run by Sarah and Norm, who is a teacher at one of our local tech schools. He's one of our other facilitators. We've worked with Liberty Mutual. I just got a very wonderful email a couple of days ago from a woman from the Association of Internet Privacy Professionals who lives in our town and was just like, I see that you have a Girls Who Code club. What can I do? Like, I am so excited about this. Is there anything I can do to help? Which is lovely. She's going to come in and speak. But like, our girls have toured the interoperability lab at UNH, which is not an email that I necessarily ever thought I would send as a librarian. We've worked with the NH High Tech Council. They brought us Melissa Durquoise, who's in this picture from Newmarket International, which is a tech company that works in hospitality near us. And so she came and spoke to us and showed us a video of the humanoid robot that she works with, which is awesome. So we worked with multiple businesses, the university, the NH Higher Tech Council, a lot of different means of outreach. We worked with people that I never thought we'd work with. And even if you're not running a Girls Who Code program, if you are running coding or computer science programs or you want to, Code.org actually has a database of professionals out there who are interested in doing community outreach on this. You can put in your town and see who's around you that might be willing to help you out. All right. Creativity and storytelling. So, libraries are all about creativity and storytelling. That's a real core element of a lot of kids and teens and adult programs. Examples of this in the coding world, we have Scratch, which when Sarah shows you her Girls Who Code slide, I believe they have that on there as fashion. There's a fashion program that they do in Scratch. If you've never heard of Scratch before, it's a visual programming language that a professor at MIT created. So on the screen it looks like little blocks that snap into place, much like the Forever Imagine Shared up there with the cat right now. So it's super visual, which is very fun. There's a lot of animation to it, so it can be used in storytelling. The man who created it, Mike Mitchell-Resnick, tells the story in his TED Talk of going on there to create a digital Mother's Day card for his mother, only to discover that like hundreds of people people had already done that. So it is a fun medium for telling stories, and it is absolutely teaching coding concepts. And then the other one I have is Khan Academy's Pixar in a Box. But apparently Khan Academy also does digital art, because that's going to be on Sarah's slide. So super artistic ways of applying these programming skills, which appeal to a lot of different people and help them tell their story.